It's a Badger tradition between the third and the fourth quarters. Jump around, and I can only imagine how they're jumping around on State Street.
Nebraska and Wisconsin square off in a battle for control of their own destiny in the Big Ten's West Division.
The Badgers have shown everybody tonight what they've got.
8:57 left in this beatdown. Wisconsin 70, Nebraska 24.
639 yards in total offense for Wisconsin, 538 yards rushing. Pasadena, here they come.
Did you hear that? That was Wisconsin scoring again.
That's his fourth touchdown of the night. Money ball.
What a job by the offensive line of Wisconsin. They only threw the ball 10 times and put up 70 points.
When you know that a team is going to line up and run the ball and there's nothing that you can do that stops it, there's not a more helpless feeling in the world.
Gordon again! Inside the 5, touchdown! What a performance by Melvin Gordon!
And the fans serenading Nebraska.
I think everything goes up, in terms of, intensity, your height and level of focus, your preparation, everything needs to take a step up when you're playing a team like Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin is, as everybody knows, they're a championship organization.
I would say that they're really working to be the team that they want to be, which is undefeated, it's impressive, but they definitely have weaknesses. It's going to be a whole lot of fun to see if we can't figure them out.
I'm 0 for 3 against Wisconsin right now, and it's my goal not to be 0 for 4, and a lot of the other guys that are in my class too. So it's a great challenge ahead of us. They're a great team, and it's going to be an exciting game.
Find our balance and be real good in those areas. We're going to have to protect the quarterback, and we're going to have to run the ball.
So I think it's going to take an all-out effort, and something we're looking forward to.
I'm Zach Penrice, and this is Husker Countdown. Ever since Nebraska head coach Mike Riley took over in 2015, the Huskers have lacked the ability to close out games. The Big Red lost 7 games during Riley's first year, all by 10 points or less. In 2016, a similar story. Nebraska's perfect 7-0 record ruined on a late October night, on the road against a foe who has had Nebraska's number ever since the Huskers joined the Big Ten in 2011. Who else but Wisconsin?
Another undefeated has lost today. Nebraska comes to Madison in a thriller in overtime. Wisconsin takes it 23-17.
This season's slow start, tarnished with injuries, turnovers, and fired athletic directors, made it seem like the program was as far away from national relevance as it's been in nearly 20 years. But that ability to close out games that was non-existent in 2015 is the reason that the Huskers have won their last 2 games. That, and first-year defensive coordinator Bob Diaco's defense, whose unit has allowed only 2 touchdowns over the last 14 quarters.
We're a developing defense. We've got a lot of young players playing, a lot of inexperienced players playing, good players, excited about them, but we're just a developing defense that's growing. So I would expect that each coach and each player would just keep getting better week to week, day to day.
Yes, the Black Shirts are getting better every week, but they've struggled against good offenses. Arkansas State and Oregon both rank in the top 30 nationally in total offense, and they each put up 36 points or more on Nebraska. Wisconsin ranks 35th in that category, with one of the most prolific rushing attacks in the country, led by freshman Jonathan Taylor, who's already racked up 518 yards and 7 touchdowns this season. Keeping him at bay will be one of Mike Riley's tallest tasks.
Oh, I think he's really versatile. He's a really good athlete. He's big, powerful, and great balance. You see his first touchdown run the other day?
They're going to keep it on the ground here.
That was pretty impressive.
Crab crawling to the goal line and into the end zone with a Wisconsin touchdown is Jonathan Taylor.
He should have been down, but somehow stayed up, had a hand on the ground, catapulted himself into the end zone. Good play.
A dominating rushing attack is something that Nebraska has seen from Wisconsin on numerous occasions. From Melvin Gordon's 408 yards on the ground in 2014 to the 8 rushing touchdowns in the Big Ten title game in 2013, Wisconsin has embarrassed Nebraska on the ground, proving that just because you know it's coming doesn't mean you can stop it. On the other side, the Huskers' run game is no slouch itself. Since starting tailback Trey Bryant's injury in the loss to Oregon, Nebraska has shifted to a 3-man backfield with Mikhail Wilbon, Devino Zigbo, and Jalen Bradley. And it's that running game that just might be the difference down the stretch. It just might be the way that Mike Riley's team shuts down the Badgers.
The thing that is evident from our history with Wisconsin is you have to be the team that finishes. We had our opportunities a couple years ago here to finish that game and didn't do it, and gave them an opportunity with one more drive to get in position to kick a field goal.
46-yarder into the wind, and he got it through the uprights. Rafael Gaglianone puts Wisconsin in front with 4 seconds to go.
And then we had the ball with a chance to score and win it last year and did not do that.
Incomplete! Stanley Morgan, Dakota Dixon, and the ball hits the turf.
So it's really about finishing the game at a high level, being able to produce and make plays.
Since entering the Big Ten, Wisconsin and Nebraska have played each other 6 times, with the Badgers coming out on top on 5 of those occasions. 3 of the 5 wins for Wisconsin were Big Red embarrassments, favoring Bucky by 30 points or more. But over the last 2 years, the Huskers have gotten closer, losing the last 2 meetings by a combined 8 points. But tonight, things are different. There's always been something about Memorial Stadium at night. 20 consecutive wins under the lights should say plenty about what home field advantage can do here. Well, that lone victory over Wisconsin in 2012 has something in common with tonight, doesn't it? It was in Lincoln, and it was at night.
It's awesome. All the games are unbelievable experience, but the night games are really electric.
According to ESPN, Wisconsin has an 86% chance to beat the Huskers in Lincoln, and over a 70% chance to win the Big Ten West. Maybe they don't know about Nebraska's 20-game home winning streak for night games, and maybe they don't care. But I think I know some who do care. A fan base that has helped the Cornhuskers in situations just like this, where everyone writes them off, where nobody gives them a chance. Husker Nation, 90,000 strong. For Husker Countdown, I'm Zach Penrice.